All right, so time to do another example. And in this example, we have the equation 7 over x plus 4 minus 1 over 4 minus x equal to 2 divided by 3. All right, so we have that. Okay, so what do you first notice about this equation? We have a lot of fractions. We have this ugly denominator right there, this ugly denominator right there, and this ugly denominator right there. And if you're like me, you don't want to be working with fractions. As much as possible, don't try to work with fractions. And of course, this equation, we need to make it into general form to make our lives easier. And if you don't remember the general form looks like this. We need to make it into this form to make our lives easier. Okay, so how do we do that? We multiply by a thing called the LCD. Okay? And what is the LCD? The LCD is going to be composed of factors, which are the denominators of every term that you see right now. This, and this. Alright? So the LCD is going to be x plus 4 multiplied to 4 minus x, and then 3. There we go. So what's going to happen now when we multiply the first term, 7 over x plus 4, to this, to the LCD? Well, what's going to happen is, the x plus 4 is going to cancel out with this x plus 4. We're going to write here, 7 multiplied by 4 minus x. Remember, the x plus 4 is gone now. And then 3. Alright, there we go. So for the next term, this 4 minus x is going to cancel out with this 4 minus x. So what are we going to write here? We're going to write, of course, we're going to copy the sign. So negative, minus. We're going to write x plus 4. And we don't write the 4 minus x anymore. We just write the 3. Okay, now we have this term, 2 over 3. So this 3 is going to cancel out with this 3. Okay, so we're going to write the 2, of course, multiplied by x plus 4 and 4 minus x. All right, there we go. Next step. Okay, so here we have 7 and 3. Multiply that together, that's 21. 21 multiplied by 4 is 84. So I'm going to write here 84. And then 21 multiplied by negative x, that's minus 21x. And then here, next term, so we have 3 and a minus sign, so that's negative 3. So negative 3 multiplied by x, that's minus 3x. All right. Okay, so minus 3 multiplied by positive 4, that becomes minus 12. Okay. So for this one, we have, as you can see, we have 3 factors. We can use the FOIL method. You know, this method, this. Well, we can use that, but there's something that we can do here to make our lives easier again. Okay, so do you see it? So as you can see, this 4 minus x right here, we can write that as, we can factor out a negative 1 from it, so that it becomes x minus 4. There we go. And then here, I'm just going to copy the 2 multiplied by x plus 4. There we go. So what's going to happen here? The 2 and the negative 1 will multiply together. So we're going to get a negative 2 here, multiplied by x plus 4, this, and x minus 4. So x plus 4 times x minus 4, that's a difference of 2 squares. So if you don't remember what a difference of 2 squares is, I'm going to write it here. So it's actually this, m squared minus n squared, that's equal to m minus n multiplied by m plus n. So this and this actually resemble this. Okay? Next step, we have 84 minus 12. How much is that? 72. And I'm going to write that on the right side. Okay. What about minus 21x minus 3x? That's minus 24x. Minus 2 multiplied by x squared is minus 2x squared. And minus 2 multiplied by 16, minus 16, we get positive 32. All right. And then we move the 2x squared into 32 to the other side. So we're going to get this. I'm going to put here 2x squared minus 24x. And 72 minus 32, we get 40. But we can also factor out a 2. Or divide by 2. So what are we going to get? X squared minus 12x plus 20 is equal to 0. And there we go. So now we can just easily factor that out. So can you think of two numbers that will multiply to 20 that will also add up to minus 12? How about minus 2 and minus 10? Right there. There we go. We just got it factored out. All right. So our roots are equal to x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 10. And that is our final answer. Alright, so for the last step, we're going to check if our roots are correct. So the way we do that is, of course, we just plug either one of these roots into x and see if we get the answer, which is 2/3. So I'm just going to copy the whole thing, but replace x with 2. Okay, so we're first going to test 2. 7 over 2 plus 4 minus 1 over 4 minus 2. And this 7 is going to be over 6 now. And here we have 1, it's going to be over 2, 1/2. Okay. So this 2, we need to make it a common denominator with 6. Okay, so we need to make this 6. So we just multiply by 3. So this becomes 7 over 6 minus 3 over 6. And this becomes 4 over 6, which is equal to 2 over 3, 2/3. So this is good. So the first root is good. Now let us test the second root. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy the whole thing, but replace x with 10 now. So 7 over 10 plus 4 minus 1 over 4 minus 10. All right. So here we get 7 over 14. I can see right now that this is going to be 1/2. And here we're going to have 1 over 4 minus 10. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. So here, this is going to be 1/2. And here we're going to end up with positive 1/6. All right. And the 1/2, of course, we're going to have to make it a common denominator as 6. So we need to multiply by 3. Times 3 and then times 3. There we go. So this becomes 3 over 6 plus 1 over 6. We get 4/6, which was the same here. And of course, we know that is 2/3. And there we go. We know that x is equal to 10 is good. So in the next video, I'm going to show you an example where one of the roots is bad. So see you in that next video.